What's good, everybody? Thursday night, live from the Good News Sports Studio in Hawthorne. It's Touchdowns and Tangents. I'm Pete D. Camarillo.
And I'm Kenneth Frank James Berry.
And man, are we twisted. The reason why we're late is, we somehow stumbled upon another Joker wormhole, which has basically been my last 48 hours.
Long live ZZ Beats. Long live ZZ Beats. She's dope.
But yeah, outside of that, it's been a crazy week in football, crazy week in sports with the NBA in China, and Joker's out there. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Don't take legal advice off billboards. Shout out to our last episode.
But yeah, shout out to all the affiliates. Shout out to FBC Radio. Shout out to X Squad affiliates. Shout out to the Good News. And yeah, that's about it. Your favorite podcast app, anywhere you get Wi-Fi. Shout out to the Chinese food spot. I didn't believe it existed, but Kenny awoke me to. So shout out to him for that. For actually finding a spot that gave us extra chow mein.
Perfect chow mein and orange chicken. And
we borderline got 2 plates.
You caught the end of the night.
Yeah, I got to go there when it's fresh.
You didn't even get like midday, noon.
Nah, I didn't.
Like you didn't even get fresh out the laundromat. Like all the businesses are booming midday, lunch break. Or actually 4 o'clock at that spot is dope too. Shout out to everyone who's actually from Hawthorne and not all these IE transplants and Valley transplants who just like come and culture vulture all the good local hood Chinese spots in my city. How fucking dare you?
Wow, why don't you just say fuck me? Why don't you just say fuck you, Pete? Why don't you just say that?
Nah, because you said it yourself.
You just talked around it.
You said it yourself.
You just talked around it. Like you were talking around the answer of if you like Joker or not for the past 3 hours. This man literally still has not answered the question.
I answered the question. I just didn't answer it the way you liked it.
You didn't answer it. You were like, it was entertaining. No, you were like,
it was an entertaining film.
You were like, yeah.
But I wasn't entertained. I was kind of horrified.
And then he said he wouldn't see it again. But then he said he's going to go see it again tomorrow with his mom. So I'm really fucking
for research
twisted.
Purposes.
I'm twisted.
Yes, you are. Twisted. You're a very twisted individual.
I'm twisted.
You need help.
Did you like the movie or not? Would you well, clearly if you're recommending it to your mom,
I said it was a great.
You're recommending.
It was a
great
film. It was a great film and story, but also I'm gonna get to some points in my rant about it. I'm also tired of seeing black women fetishized through the lens of a white male, but that's a whole nother story. By the way, Ladies Night's 50th episode is tomorrow, so shout out to Ladies Night.
Shout out to Ladies Night.
And Zombieland is coming out in theaters in like 13 days. Zombieland 2.
I'm excited for that.
I can't wait. Shut up. You weren't even on the first Zombieland. You didn't even like it.
Yeah, I was.
You're a liar. You're a liar, Pete.
I was.
Yeah, I remember I brought it up at CSUN one time. You're like, Zombieland wasn't even that good. I was like, okay, bro.
It was good, but it's not as like cult.
It was a cult classic.
Good. It's not a cult classic.
It's up there with Pineapple Express. Rule number 22, always double tap. I forget what the other rule is, but it says stay limber. Pack light.
Is Pineapple Express a cult?
I'm going to punch you in the head. I
feel like that's a mainstream movie. I'm going to pull a Joker on you right now. I feel like that's a mainstream movie.
No, it wasn't mainstream. People thought it sucked.
I feel like Pineapple Express is definitely a mainstream.
Some people thought it sucked, but it was a really funny movie.
Yeah,
it jumped off a lot of shit it wasn't mainstream, bro.
I'm gonna say I think
it was not mainstream. People were hating on it when it first came out. I think it's good. Mainstream. The mainstream ignored it, but like comedy heads love the movie, and the director's cut is better than the movie. Them sitting there laughing and talking shit about it when he says "fuck Jeff Goldblum." I cried. I think I still have the DVD. It's probably like scratched up now, but. Like, the director's cut to Pineapple Express is hilarious. I was in tears. There's the Rosie Perez scene with her fine ass, but they were talking about, like, different scenes in the movie. It was hilarious. And there's, like, one where they had some kid do some wild shit. But whatever. But, yeah, the premiere of Zombieland was tonight. Zombieland 2. So, I can't wait to go see it when it comes out.
This is why I get mad at you, bro.
What?
You're talking head.
No, I'm not.
You just said Pineapple Express wasn't mainstream, When this shit grossed over 100 million.
Bro, it was like, it was a slow build. Like, stoners everywhere went to go see it. But in high school, people were like, oh my God, I gotta go see Pineapple Express. That was not the rave. Go look at the other movies that came out.
It was when I was around. At my school, it was.
Yeah, because we're high school kids, genius. But I'm talking about adults weren't rushing to go see that shit. It became a cult classic amongst young people. It
opened the same weekend as Dark Knight.
Who do you think was at Dark Knight? Adults. Who do you think was at Pineapple Express? Stoners and high school kids.
Except for Pineapple Express was rated R, but
and like we couldn't sneak into if you couldn't sneak into an R-rated movie 2 years ago,
I didn't see it in the movie.
You sucked.
I didn't see it in movie theaters. I bootlegged it.
I think I bootlegged it too.
I think I'm past the statute of limitations on that.
You probably are. You didn't need the express written consent of Major League Baseball to do that, so you're good.
But yeah, your movie takes are trash.
No, they're not. Your movie
takes are usually good.
Excellent.
Actually, I would rather listen to your movie takes than your basketball takes.
Even though I'm right.
No, your basketball takes are trash. I was right,
and everybody on courtside.
Your music takes are trash.
You said Forest Hills Drive was trash.
But your wrestling takes, your football takes,
everything else in life is
and your movie
dope.
Takes are good. And your food is like 50-50.
Lies.
Your food takes
my winning percentage is in the 8 to 900s.
You just have a high food empathy. Like, you find the good in a lot of food.
You are so fat. You just made up a fucking food qualification. I have food empathy? What does that mean?
You find the good in all the food. Like, I'll be like, oh, is the place good? You were like, it had good qualities. And you'll be like,
they had good smoothies.
You'll be like, oh, they had good smoothies, and the cashier was really nice, and they take card, and they like gave me an extra like 2 pieces of chicken. I'm like, okay, bro.
In the places that you go to,
was the food good? And
the food I had, and
you're
good.
Like, yeah.
Pass me the hookah.
Exactly, bro. And it's like, okay, you still didn't answer the question.
Some spots you don't go to for like specific food, and you know
Which
that.
again brings me back to the joke of the fact that you still really haven't declared if you liked it or not.
I thought it was a great film. But, like, I'm not in the space to say I like it because it actually, like, made me look at myself and I drew some parallels into that shit. And I was like, am I the Joker? Am I, like, one bad day away from murdering a lot of motherfucking people? The answer is yes. I already knew that. But still, like,
to see the visual and just to think.
To see the breakdown, it was scary.
I had a moment like that, too, just because you see that and you see the buildup and you see everything and it's like, I don't know,
And I thought about the Botham John case and how that's all bullshit. Maybe
it's a personal bias, but it's like I feel like everybody's kind of had that time or those days where it's like everything is just shitting on you and it just keeps adding up and it's like there's nothing you can do to stop the shit just falling on you.
And you either snap out loud or you snap internally.
But either way, it's like
and I've done both.
You change. And it's like and just to kind of see that on the screen and like I don't know, man. It was crazy. I think
it was dark, but I also think
the moral I took away from it is that society's fucked. Society can turn on you when you deserve it, whether it's for good or bad. That's essentially what I took away from it.
When you said...
you really can't control society. You really can't control,
When you said if I died, you'd fucking walk over me like garbage in the street. But these 3 assholes died. All of you were like heartbroken lovers about it. They were pieces of shit, horrible people. As Samuel Jackson said in The Time to Kill, yes, I did it, and I hope they burn in hell.
Well, yeah,
Pretty
man.
much how that works.
Outside of that, I mean, I've been reading so much into the fucking movie. Everyone's trying to be the smartest person in the room when it comes to that flick. Everyone wants to have like a groundbreaking opinion. And
I was an ethnic studies major in college, and I just want to do my think piece about it.
Pretty much. Which is fine, but at the same time, it's like...
No one wants to hear your punk-ass think piece. I'd rather get shot with an electric hand.
I think that's part of it, but I think the real issue is, like... I was telling you this. It's like, how do you categorize that movie? Like, you can't say it was a comic book movie. You can't really say it was just like a...
it had the same...
homage to cinematics elements. You can't just say it was a mainstream, cultural commentary. Like, it was all of those things. So it's like,
it kind of had the same effect on me as after I read like Fahrenheit 9/11 or 451 or some shit like that. I always forget the number. It's like, this is the temperature at which books burn. I think it was Fahrenheit 451. And then Animal Farm when I was in high school. Like, it really, like, shit got dark. Like, that was dark because it was real. But also, I understand the effects of a movie like this and what it's going to have on the masses. Like, I'm not going to be surprised if, like, somebody shoots up a bunch of fucking kids again, or a school, or a post office, or whatever, or a theater, and the first thing white people are going to do is go back and say, oh, look at the Joker movie. Like, that's going to be justification. Oh, it's sad. When I would just love for there to be a black version of the Joker movie so you could really see what the fuck black people go through on a mental level every second of every day. Now, that's a fucking horror movie. That's, like, honestly, I didn't really feel sorry for the Joker. I honestly thought he was a little pussy, and who the fuck wants to be a clown anyway? And, bro, like, I get it. You've been through some shit. You were on 7 different medications and abusing pain pills and all that other shit. But it's like,
he wasn't, though.
No, he wasn't, but, like, he was on 7 different medications. So, like, sorry, spoiler alert, but when I think about...
He also got tied up to a radiator as an infant.
Yeah, but that's like childhood trauma that I guess he suppressed or whatever.
No, that's more than just trauma. That's abuse.
He didn't come out and say...
That's outright abuse.
It is outright abuse, but it was never like made clear in the movie that he knew that he went through that his entire childhood.
He didn't until the end.
Until it triggered him. That's what I'm saying. But... all I know is if you wrote this movie from the perspective of a little Mexican kid in a cage, or I don't know, a black person anywhere in this country, then I think it would be a much more sobering and hardcore fact. But the sad thing is, white people still wouldn't have any sympathy for us. It would still be like, oh, this poor dude right here. It's always the poor white person when they're fetishizing shit and killing people and doing wild shit.
I don't think
and
anybody...
They're blaming, oh, he had mental illness. It's always mental illness when somebody's white.
I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, but I don't think it really...
It's hard for me to have empathy.
I don't think it really applies to this movie because I don't think the point of this movie was to make you empathize. It doesn't with this movie. But the point of this movie was... I thought this movie was going to make me empathize with Joker, but that really wasn't the point of it.
It was just so... Okay, what I'm saying is, remember old boy in Aurora, I think it was Aurora, Colorado, who after Dark Knight Rises or whatever, shot up all those people in that movie theater? Why did you laugh? Why are you laughing right now? You should not be laughing. We're on radio, and I don't think they understand what you're laughing. Okay, wow. Wow. I can't even share this meme. It's a Joker meme that says, when you get clean for the date, and then that "don't hate me" text pops up on your screen. I might have to... Wow.
You know that triggered you. You know we've all been there. You get a fresh ass lineup. You all ready to go. You give yourself the pep talk in the mirror. Then you get that "don't hate me, but I got a paper due tomorrow." Or "don't hate me, but I gotta walk my dog. Yeah.
Don't hate me, but my grandma's hair. Don't hate me, but my grandma's nephew's pet Yorkie just died. Wow, this is fucked up. This is a dark episode. Sorry guys, we'll get to NFL stuff, I swear. But nah, like, that dude used justification for the Dark Knight to murder a bunch of people, and then showed up in the court with orange hair. And white people, and I'm saying white people because y'all the only ones out here doing these mass shootings. Sorry, ain't no black people out